So this is an old video that you're going to watch. I started filming in November 2023 and it took me a year to post. So these are all archived clips. Some of my thoughts might have changed, some might stay the same, but I'd like to post them because it's part of the journey and it's important to me, and they matter to me, and it shows the journey and shows different thoughts I was going through compared to now, I guess. But yeah, enjoy the video. Peace. Oh, let's talk about our gifts in life. Today, while I was working, I was, when I was thinking about when people have problems and they ask me for advice and what to do, and if it was me, what would, I try and think, well, what would I do? I do look and I do wonder why, like sometimes I know the solution, or why, when I give a solution, people are like, oh yeah, that's a good one. And this does sound a bit self-indulgent, but I do think, like, how do I recreate who I am? How do I make it so other people turn out like me? And more, how have I got to who I am? And the reason I wonder those things is because if I can figure that out, I can use the same system and figure out why, say like role models got the way they got. I could try and fit the same system in, and see what sort of traits and good qualities that they've got, and try and sort of inherit them yourself. It's not this, oh, I'm amazing, the world needs to be like me. I'm not Hitler. So it's not being a narcissist or big-headed. It's just trying to understand the system, trying to figure out a system of how to be better, as always. But I was just looking at some of the good qualities that I have, and I believe would be good if other people had them, especially when people are asking for my advice, and I'm like, like I said, how do I figure out what to do? How do I come to that conclusion of the right answer? Or not right answer, but a good answer? And if I was to do life again, how do I get back to this same spot? And maybe one day when you have a child, how do you pass on things? How do you pass things on to them, basically? And I was thinking about what things are a gift and what things did you learn? And I was thinking, when I'm talking about anything on this video, I'm not necessarily saying I'm right, but what's important is that you figure out what's right for you. And I do wonder what's the process of that, to figure that one out? Sometimes is it just having a gift? And then it led me on to think about, well, we all do have gifts. And I remember when I was younger, I couldn't figure out what my gift was. I was thinking everyone has a gift, but, well, me, can't seem to see it. Not got a clue. And now I think I have more of an idea, and it is my thoughts, and it is the way I process things, and it is sort of the steps that I put in place to sort of become better and grow and be more efficient and stuff like that. I think, I am quite good at that. Or if I'm not like amazing at it, at least I have that tendency to think that way, to think, oh, become better. Do you know what I mean? And I wonder, how did that come along? And just thinking now, if if you can't figure out where it comes from, I wonder if that is your gift. Like my thoughts, the way I think, I can come up with different sort of things, and it's, it's insecurities of not feeling good enough, so it makes you obsess and sort of procrastinate and sort of think through a lot of things. And also the fact that I have a lot of time on my hands with my thoughts, especially at work. But then I guess everyone does. I'm trying to figure out these things. I'm like, there are these little factors that make you who you are, and you've also got your parental influence over how you become. But I wonder how much your natural gifts sort of make who you are. And once you find a gift or just something you're good at, how much does it actually change your life and make you feel maybe worthy is the right word. I think for me, I underestimated the things that I didn't think about. The things I thought were normal, but what turn out aren't really normal. People don't think like that, or people don't do things like that. And I think those are the things added up that do make who you are and do make you special. But it is hard to sort of recognise what those things are. And it is a tough skill sort of finding those things out, because I'll have things that I don't know about myself that are quite valuable. And I think a lot of it is other people probably telling you. I know there's a lot of things with my friends and families and family and loved ones and stuff like that they are really special in certain areas. But if you never told them, they probably wouldn't ever know, really, because you just do think it's normal. And the point is, it's like, I guess for those people that don't feel special, which I've been there, I feel like you're in the right spot. Because if you don't think you're special, you've probably got a lot of specialities about you. You've probably got a lot of things to you that you think is normal. You just haven't noticed that they're not normal. They're not, what is normal? But, that they're common, should I say. A common way of thinking and living. And I think we do underappreciate sometimes the uniqueness in people, and how, I guess that's why teams are successful. Teams in every area, business, sport, families. The reason teams become so useful and prominent in success is you've got multiple people who specialise in certain areas that all come together, and you absolutely smash it when you're working as a team. And you've just got to find what part of that team, what thing in that team you can do. And it's the same. I think it's the same in life, I reckon. It's what was thinking about today. It's like, rather than having the pressure of you've got to be someone, what about the pressure of you've got to be you? You've got to be who you truly are. Because the more you are who you truly are, I think the more your uniqueness and speciality comes out. If you stick to your own guns and you don't try and conform, I think that's also how real change happens, is if everyone is who they truly are, we can now actually live in a world that's not deceptive and we all think, oh, well, they're doing better than they are, or, they're happy, but realistically they're sad. So, well, I need to do what they do because they appear happy. We're not led down the wrong roads. But yeah, just a interesting one about gifts, really, and how special most of us are. Don't get me wrong, some people are unspecial in certain areas, and it is sometimes ridiculous how people do lack in common areas. But that's life, I guess. You've got to lack somewhere, and if you're lacking somewhere, you're probably gaining somewhere else. People just don't see it, or you're just not useful in that area. And what I'm thinking about is, these people that you're around who you don't admire, who you don't want to be like. I do wonder sometimes if it's not necessarily that they are bad. Maybe they're just in the wrong field, or they're in the wrong area, or that's just not their expertise. And when you find someone who does something that they love, and it's their expertise, it's like they're on fire. They're onto a winner of a life there. But use a tool for the wrong job, and it's an awful tool. But use the right tool for the right job, and now your job's piss easy. It's like, I think that's what you got to think about. Sometimes I could probably do with telling myself that a bit more, where it's like, you're not awful at this. It's either one or two things. You're not awful at this. It's just you're not the right tool for this job. I am a tool, to be fair. But, yeah, sometimes it might be that, you're not made for this job or for this thing that you're doing. And there are better people out there who do specialise in this. And that's okay. That is okay. You don't have to negatively talk about, have self-talk, have negative self-talk. Where it's, one or two, sorry, getting distracted. One or two things. It's either that or the other one where it's like, maybe you've just not tried it enough. You've not done enough attempts. You've not failed enough. You've not learned. Could be the one or two things, but after a while, if things aren't clicking, you've got to look at, well, why is it not clicking? You've got to break things down. I think that's what I do. I try and do. I'm not saying, sometimes when I do speak, I am thinking, I do sound a bit big-headed. I do sound like I've got it all sussed out, but these are only thoughts. These are ideas and concepts, not exactly how I live. If I was to say that I was 100% like everything that I say, it would be hypocritical. I would understand that. But I think that's okay as well. Sometimes you can just think a different way than what you are. Just don't drag too many into the illusion of what you are. I think that could be where the danger is. But yeah, now I think I'm just rambling, if I'm honest. But yeah, just a quick one on we are all special somewhere. Just gotta find it. But yeah, peace.